Hello people, hello friends. We are back with another video with
Gus.
Gus.
Gus, yeah. Exactly.
Gus is here with us today. But where are we, Gus?
We're at the beach. We're at Pine Grove Beach. This is where I work. I give surfing lessons here, like 5 days a week at least.
Pine Grove, Puerto Rico. So you want people to find you and locate you and track you down.
Please don't.
So should we cut that out?
Actually, if you want to come get surfing lessons, you're more than welcome. So
you hear that? If you're ever thinking about taking a trip to good old Puerto Rico, you want to do a surfing lesson in Puerto Rico and have a complete vacation experience, you should check out Pine Grove and look for what is this? What does it say here behind us?
Waterworld Surfing School.
Okay, we're covering it, but it says Waterworld Surfing School, and you can just show up Monday through Friday or Monday through Sunday. What?
Monday through pretty much every day, Monday to Sunday.
Monday through Sunday, but you work only like 6 of those days.
Yeah, usually like 5, 6. Depends.
There's other people that take other shifts.
Exactly.
But you're here manning the fort most of the time.
Right now I'm the most consistent one here. Yeah.
The most consistent one.
Yeah, for now.
And today I got here, I came here to come to visit him, to see him and film a video and everything. And I get here and I find the shack and I find his backpack, his stuff, even his phone. His phone is in there, but Gus is nowhere to be found. I look straight ahead into the water. I can't see him. I don't know where he is. This man left his phone. It's been like over an hour since he hasn't responded to my text. So I know his phone's been sitting there. And I was worried. I was like, what if someone steals your stuff? But then you said,
I mean, it has never happened here. Like I feel comfortable leaving my phone. Like I've never had anything stolen there. I don't want to say it. Like I don't want to jinx myself, but up to this point, it has never happened. Yeah.
It's pretty amazing because I'm used to traveling around Latin America. People don't just leave their stuff out like that, their phone,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is about this beach, but for being a beach in the metropolitan area, I've never had anything stolen. So, surprising.
Yeah. So you feel like pretty safe here.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I don't know if I was in New York, I would not do that. If I was like in a bigger like metropolitan city, there was more theft. But here, has never really happened.
And what would you say about San Juan, the city in general, as far as safety and stuff? Like, how do you generally feel in most of the city? Because you ride your bike around the city, do you go to certain areas where you're like, it's a little sketchy over here?
I mean, at least for me, I feel like it's pretty safe. I've never really had any issues. Like some people say it's a little bit sketchy, but I've never had any issues. If you watch the news, then people are going to get paranoid, but that's what the news does. It makes you paranoid, but I've never had any personal issues, but take it with a grain of salt. This is coming from like a cis white dude. Like obviously I'm going to have a different perspective than a woman walking the street, at night. So, take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah. There are a few places where I would walk alone in the dark by myself these days. Even in the United States, I wouldn't do that. But Gus, he's a Puerto Rican man who, like we said in the last video, he's a native English speaker. Okay, clearly. But he likes to ride his bike all around the city, so he feels comfortable here. But it's going to depend on who you are and what your perception of how you evaluate safety. But generally, you think San Juan is pretty good.
I think so, yeah. And as for the biking, I would say San Juan's pretty bike friendly, but you need some level of experience to do it. Like the safety here it's not the most bike friendly city. But if you've done it for a long time, you develop like a good sense of like what the city you begin to get a feel for the traffic and the people and how they react to people on bikes and pedestrians, and you develop a good sense for it.
You get bike smart, street smart.
Yeah, street bike smart. Yeah.
Yeah. Bike street smart, yeah. Street bike, like street bike smart.
I've been doing it for so long that I know what's gonna happen before it happens.
Yeah, like this car is going to run me over.
Yeah, I know when they're gonna like turn left and shit, and I just know when it's gonna happen. So I'm good at like navigating all that shit, all the chaos.
Didn't you recently get hit by a car?
Yeah, but I was texting somebody. I was texting home.
No biking and texting.
Yeah, I was biking and texting, and I went over with the handlebars. But that happens. And
but you were wearing a helmet.
Yeah, and I went straight to the gym afterwards. I was heading to the gym, and it was not that bad. So I just.
Did you get any cuts or bruises?
Yeah, I got this shit on my face. There's like a one bruise. I think it's still there, right?
I can't really.
Or is it on this side?
Can't really tell.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty.
I can't really tell.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Still have this little thing too.
Oh, he was bit by a dog also.
Oh yeah, I was also bit by a dog in the face.
Yeah.
I was hanging out with a girl at a girl's house on the fucking she was taking care of a dog, and I was petting the dog, and I gave him a treat and everything, and he was totally chill. And then from one moment to the other, he like flips and bites me, and I was like, God damn, this never happened before. I was like saying before, I'm so good with animals, I'm so good with dogs, and then the fucking dog bites me. I was like, holy shit, it's never happened.
Wow, he bit him on his lip and his hand, right?
Yeah, my hand and my face.
Crazy.
Yeah, I just have a thing for getting into accidents.
You get hurt easily.
Not easily. It's just
Well, that was kind of a freak thing, but you kind of live a more adventurous lifestyle. So you maybe put yourself in those kind of situations.
yeah, and I kind of like it.
Yeah. Yeah, we discussed this in the last video. He's definitely an adventure junkie, a chaos seeker, an extremist, if you will. I don't know.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yes, he's like a evil Knievel.
No, not to that level.
Do you want to do stuff like, like bungee jumping,
Oh, no.
skydiving?
Not really. No.
No, so that's not your cup of tea.
Skydiving doesn't attract me much. I don't know. I like doing things that require a little bit of skill. I like
It
riding.
doesn't take much skill to just fall.
Yeah, I don't know. It just feels like more not my thing.
Everybody and their mom does it too. It's not like, yeah, anybody can do it. Like you said, it doesn't require any
It's just
skill.
a jump and trust the parachute's gonna open. And if it doesn't open, well, it's not really about skill. It's about you get unlucky with the equipment. And
Yeah, exactly. Would you do like free? I don't know what they call it, like free climbing, like rock climbing with nothing.
100%, not too high because I'm not a good climber yet. Like the most I've ever done is like a V4 at the bouldering gym. But if I had more experience and I knew I could do it, then I would take the risk. But I would probably do like stuff that I'm comfortable with. And that's what they do. Like people who do free solo, they've done that route like a million times. They feel very comfortable with it. And that's why they feel comfortable doing it without a rope. That's what, like, you have to be comfortable with that route and know it's in your skill level. You're not going to go suicidal and do like a V8 when you've only done like a V4 and do a free solo. That's not something you're going to do.
Is that what it's called? A free solo?
Yeah, that's free solo. That's what it's
Wow.
called when you climb without a rope. Free solo.
Climbing without a rope.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I would never. That's terrifying.
Yeah, you just have to be good at it. Like, yeah, that's like anything else. You develop a comfort. I also ride bikes. I ride fixed gear bikes through the city, and those are bikes with no brakes. And I feel very comfortable. I've been doing it for so many years that I feel completely comfortable riding a fixed gear bike in the city. But
A bike with no brakes?
yes, that's what a fixed gear is.
I didn't even know they make such thing. Why? Why would they make that?
I mean, they're originally for tracks. They used to be ridden in like the velodrome, and those are track bikes. But eventually, Bike Messenger started using them in the city to do deliveries because they were very low maintenance. They're like one gear, they have no brakes, so the maintenance is basically zero. And they just a whole culture developed around that. It was mostly Bike Messengers in New York City, I think Seattle, and San Francisco, and it just spread all over the world. I think in Mexico there's a big scene, and Colombia, Argentina. It's just spread all over the place. And yeah, it's just because they're low maintenance, they're fun. It gives you a little bit of an adrenaline rush. I don't know. Once you start riding them, you get so comfortable that I feel just as comfortable riding a fixed gear bike than I do like a road bike, like with brakes.
A fixed gear bike, it's called.
Yes, fixed gear.
So most of the bike maintenance comes from the brakes.
Brakes and gears. Like the gears are, you have to get them tuned up every once in a while. Like you gotta go to a bike shop or do it yourself. I find like bike maintenance to be a pain in the ass. With the gears and the brakes and just adjusting it. Like fixed gear bikes, there's no maintenance. Just like it just draw. How do you say it? It's just like pick up and go. Like they're always pretty much good.
Pick up and ride.
Exactly.
Get on and ride.
Exactly. Less expensive. You can switch handlebars. Like if you have a regular bike and you want to switch from drop bars to like flat bars, you're gonna have to like change the brakes, like disassemble a bunch of shit. On a fixed gear bike, it has no brakes, so you can just swap handlebars in like 5 minutes, and you got a new, completely different feeling bike. So they're easily customizable, and that makes them more fun, I think. Yeah.
Cool. But you just can't go down hills, right?
Oh, you can go downhill. I've gone all the way to El Yunque. I've gone to El Yunque and with no brakes, ridden up hills and then gone down and just skidded the whole way. And it smells like fucking burning rubber.
How do you skid? I don't get it. What do you
just like you want to like lock the crankset with your legs and you just lock it and then you like stop the force and it just skids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the wheels can't turn.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Yeah,
that's scary.
And it's hella fun.
Hella fun.
Yeah.
Yikes. Well, as long as you religiously wear a helmet, I'm okay with what you do. But I always see videos on like social media, like people, doctors, surgeons talking about like most of the people that come in here with head injury stuff, it's because they weren't wearing a helmet and they were like, oh, I'm just taking a little short ride to the store. It's super fast. I don't need a helmet. And they were going very slow and they still got life threatening injuries. So do you take that seriously, wearing a helmet?
No, I always try to wear a helmet. Like sometimes I won't. Like if I'm going short distances, sometimes I won't. But most of the time I do wear it. But I need to get a new one actually because the one I have, and I already had one wipeout on it. So some people don't know this, but bike helmets are single use. So you're supposed to once you have an accident and you do hit, you want to switch. So I need to buy one. So I'm probably gonna buy one this month.
You had an accident and hit your head?
Yeah, the last one when I was going to the gym and the whole texting thing. Yeah.
Okay. Single use. So, but did it like break at all?
No. It's just you're supposed to switch it because I don't know what it's called, but the padding inside or whatever, it's just one use. So it absorbs the shock and then it doesn't work again. I think I'm not a
good to know.
I'm not a bike helmet professional. I don't know shit, but that's what I heard.
So if you use a helmet and you get in an accident and you hit your head with the helmet on, get rid of it and get a new helmet.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Good to know. I've luckily this never happened to me. I never got in an accident while riding a bike, but I'm not a big bike rider. I used to ride my bike, sometimes as a kid, like for fun, but not like, I've never been a serious bike rider.
Yeah, I do it every day in the city. And in the city, I think you get into more accidents, just more stuff happening, more cars, more people. So when I've done it around the island, I've never gotten into an accident in the island, but in the city, yeah. Yeah, it's just so many intersections, so much like shit happening. Sometimes the stoplights don't even work here in Puerto Rico because of the infrastructure is so bad. Yeah.
Yikes. Well, we are on a beautiful beach right now. It's about, the sun's going down. What time is it? Like 5 or something?
I think it's probably going to be 6 soon. We're probably like
6.
10 to 6. Something
Oh, yeah, you're right. Because the sunset is at like 6:30.
Yeah. That's a fun fact. I don't wear a watch when I'm doing the lessons. I just know it by feel at this point.
Wow. Yeah. He knows the sun.
Yes, pretty much.
He knows the sun trajectory.
Yeah. I've gotten good with time, just telling time.
The sun looks like it's about to go behind those clouds and it's probably going to be a lot darker in a minute, but it's very peaceful. I love the beach, this beach here in Puerto Rico, even during the day when it's sunny. I mean, I haven't been here on the weekend yet, but it's very relaxed. There's some people, but it's not too much. It's not crowded. It's very chill. It's really, for me, like an ideal beach. Like if this is the beach that I would want to go to maybe a little bit calmer waves for swimming. This is a surfing beach.
But fun fact, in the summertime, it'll get pretty much flat and there's no fun allowed. So it's going to be completely flat in the summer. It's mostly for snorkeling at that point.
So it's seasonal, the waves.
Yeah. In the wintertime, it's like peak surfing season. And then after April, it starts to die down.
Okay, so this will be my swimming beach if I stay a little longer.
Yeah, definitely snorkeling. There's reef sharks if you go to that island over there. So you can see some reef sharks, a little bit of coral.
We should do that. We should go snorkeling.
Oh, definitely. I want to go with a buddy of mine, Ricky. He knows all the spots over there.
Is that the Ricky with no teeth?
Yeah, the beach bum.
The beach bum.
I don't want to call him that. He's such a nice guy, but yeah.
Hey, great people have no teeth. It's just it's not anything about your character.
Nah, he's like the local beach, just the local beach guy who is a character. He's like a character you see in like a movie. GTA maybe.
He's a GTA character.
But yeah, I love him though. He's a good guy.
Yeah. He saw me, he said, "You look like a stoner." I said, "I used to be, but not anymore." But I always wonder why people think that. Like, is it just my tattoos? Is it just that? Or is there another reason?
I mean, we should address the comments. People are saying I'm a stoner. And I mean,
the last video we did, the most popular comments were, "He looks high. He's so high."
Yeah, and I mean, I do smoke weed here and there, but in that video, I wasn't high, So
we are sober when we film.
Exactly, and I was getting off work, I think, so I was pretty high. I was not pretty high. God damn it, I was pretty sober.
Sorry, say, I knew it.
Oh yeah, no, fuck.
They're gonna say I called it.
Yeah, I just think it's the vibe I give off. I'm a surf instructor, I'm a fixed gear cyclist, so yeah, people are gonna think I'm always high, but I'm surprisingly sober most of the time.
You also, I will say, you have certain kind of eyes and eyelids where it looks more like you're high. Like you just have this kind of look about you with your eyes that looks like a stoner or looks like a high person. But that's just how he looks. Like that's just him,
Yeah, that's just me.
Yeah. Yeah. That's just his face. Okay. So stop bullying him about his face. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so but you do partake sometimes, but like once in a while, because you said that you don't like it a lot because it gives you anxiety.
Yeah, it can give me a little bit of anxiety. It's very like hit or miss. It depends on the strain and shit. It's hit or miss. So I don't do it often. Like I'm not a everyday like wake and bake type of person. Like
Wake and bake.
yeah, that's a lot of people. That's not me.
Yeah.
I just socially sometimes.
That's a great phrase. Hit or miss, hit or miss. I use this phrase all the time. It's like something, it could be good or not. You don't know. Like I use this phrase a lot with fruit, like a watermelon, for example. Watermelon is super hit or miss. Like sometimes you get a good watermelon, sometimes it's not. I like to use this phrase because it's like, you don't know what you're going to get. It's hit or miss, It could be a success. It could be a bad one, Yeah, hit or miss.
Exactly.
I like to throw a little English teaching in there sometimes. Okay, so
it's an English channel after all. English language.
It is an English channel after all.
Yeah.
So, God, I feel like we've opened up so many tabs and we didn't close some of them. So, anyways, we're on the beach right now, and it's I love it here. Super beautiful. Unfortunately, the background is the surf shack, not the water, but yeah, maybe I can turn it around and show you guys at the end. Well, it's going to be kind of dark. It's getting dark. We're like running against the clock right now, against the sun. But we just wanted to film a quick video. I came here earlier. I came here at like 4 or something, and we just sat here and talked spontaneously for a long time. And we had great conversations. And then after, we were like, God damn it, we didn't have the camera on. We missed our great conversations. What did we talk about?
We were talking about traveling. You have done traveling in Thailand, Vietnam, I think Cambodia as well. Yeah, we were just talking about, I was asking you about your travels in Asia.
Yes. Asia, Southeast Asia. I was there for about 8 months last year and the year before. So yeah, we were just talking about that. He's interested in those countries.
Of course, yeah. Sounds amazing. Just traveling there. Yeah.
And I cut this out of we talked about something in the last video that I actually cut out because we don't want to talk too much about it yet. But for some reason, you are planning to go to Thailand in the near future.
Yes.
You are going to be
I might have the opportunity to go to Thailand in the near future.
He's going to be doing something that requires him to go to an island in Thailand.
Exactly. I don't want to give too much away, but yes.
And this will be his first time going to another country?
I've never been outside the U.S., so I've never been outside the U.S. or its territories.
Okay, so first time going to another country, and he's going to an island in Thailand. That's like great, amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So far.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want. Completely different.
Yeah. So I told him, if after the thing that he's going to do there, he wants to travel around that area, that region, let me know. Maybe I'll go back. I always miss there. Like if my heart wasn't in Latin America, I probably would live in Asia. I love Asia, but my heart is here. I love my Spanish speaking countries and stuff, but I'm always called to go back to Asia for different reasons. They have like some of the best vegan food in the world. I think, some of the best fruits in the world. They have some of my favorite fruits that, you can't really find in Latin America. And yeah, generally Asia is like, it's pretty safe and pretty like nice vibes. And, the most common mode of transportation is like a moped, a scooter, which is super easy to rent and drive around, and it's fun. I actually can like get around by myself there. I don't have to take like a Uber or something or a bus. So it's there's a lot of things I love about Asia. But for some reason I have just like emotionally connected with Latin America a lot. So that's why I will probably end up living most of my life here. But well, not specifically here in Puerto Rico, but just in Latin America. But yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the culture shock is going to be different. Like I think U.S., South America, I think the culture shock is not going to be as big as like U.S. than Asia. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, because Latin America has a lot of European roots, because the Spanish came and the, Portuguese and Italians. And so there's a lot of like similar religious roots and cultural roots. Obviously that's mixed with indigenous people and whatever, but like, yeah, whereas Asia, it really is like a whole different historical background, cultural background that's very different, going there and seeing Buddhist temples and stuff like that, so, yeah, but it's cool. But because of modernization nowadays, you go there and there's a 7-Eleven everywhere, and there's, it's like a lot of the same stuff, but still they have a lot of their
Actually,
own stuff.
where's 7-Eleven from? Is that Japan or where did that start?
That's a good question.
Because I thought it was like actually, I think 7-Eleven might be Asia.
7-Eleven I know is very common in Japan. I'm not sure. Is it from there?
I'm not sure. We'd have to look it up later.
Because we definitely do have a lot of 7-Elevens in the US.
Yeah, I don't think there's one here in Puerto Rico, actually.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm not sure. We don't know about the origins of 7-Eleven. But anyways, the point is there's a lot of, globalization, modernization. Nowadays you can go anywhere in the world and they're wearing jeans and, either you can find cheeseburgers and whatever. Like it's just, Americanization, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Globalization. But still, in a lot of ways, it is a different world. There are a lot of differences.
That makes it more interesting, but also more shocking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, both.
And of course, the languages are very different too, because like Spanish has way more in common with English than like Vietnamese.
I mean, you can learn Spanish in like 2 years, 3 years. To learn Vietnamese, Thai, it's gonna take you 7, 9 years.
Yeah,
like,
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's insanely difficult. Just like, alphabet's different. Like you still have a European alphabet for Spanish and English. Like their alphabet is completely different. It's insane.
Yeah. I think grammatically their languages are not too complex, but where it's going to get you is the reading and also the pronunciation, the tones.
The tones. That's what I was gonna say. We don't have tones. They have tones. Like different. Yeah.
Yeah. I know an American woman who learned Vietnamese, and to read Vietnamese is actually one of the easier ones because they actually do use like similar letters and stuff to us. They just have some different accents and stuff. Whereas like Thai, Cambodia, that's like looks like a totally different alphabet or whatever.
Is that because I think Vietnam was colonized by France for a little bit, so maybe that's why?
Maybe that's why. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Me neither.
But yeah, Vietnamese uses like similar letters, but all the other ones use different ones. Well, no, Indonesia, Malaysia, they also use our letters.
I think
basically.
They were also European colonized. I don't know which countries.
Yeah. But that's true. Thailand was like the only country in that region that wasn't colonized. So Thai, Cambodia, maybe Laos, they have a similar kind of look. Yeah, so that's hard. Also the pronunciation, but I think grammatically it's not too bad. But I don't know. I have never really tried to learn one of those languages. Maybe it depends on the person too. It seems like there are some people that are it's easier for them to imitate new sounds than other people.
Yeah, I think so. And I think it's just interest too.
Yeah.
Some people become obsessed and they become like one track minded. If you do that, you can get really fluent. But I think you need to have that type of personality that you can get really immersed in something like that. You need to be like obsessed to get really good, especially for a language that's that hard.
Yeah, that's always been my number one prioritization with Spanish. Is like I wanted to make the correct, authentic sounds, because for me, if I'm not making the correct sounds, I might as well not even have learned the language, because to me that was the whole, beautiful thing that I loved about it, was specifically the sound of it. So there's no point of speaking Spanish with an ugly gringo accent, because it's like, that's the whole beauty of Spanish is the sound. So
you don't want to butcher the language.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But some people don't care. They just...
some people, as long as you're understood, that's fine. It's just our own personal like ego who wants to I want to be perfect in this, But as long as you're understood, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's the most important thing, just being able to have a conversation, be understood. That's what really matters at the end of the day.
And what do you think about your German pronunciation?
Oh, es ist schlecht. Es ist sehr schlecht.
Scheißen.
Yeah, scheißen. I mean, it's okay. I don't know. I haven't gone that deep into it.
Okay. Yeah, you said you're A to B1 maybe.
Yeah, and it used to be better like 2 years ago. I haven't practiced. It's just been more busy. So I did a lot of it during like the pandemic and a little bit afterwards. I didn't have much going on, so I just got into it as a hobby, and it was fun. Watched a lot of TV shows in the language. Yeah, it's a nice little hobby. I like good for the brain. It's like it's something that I think just learning other languages is proven to like have benefits against Alzheimer's. So I decided to try to learn it a little bit.
Also, working out is good for preventing Alzheimer's.
Apparently, yeah, I saw some studies on that recently. Yeah.
So you should be all set there.
Hopefully, yeah.
And a healthy plant-based diet.
Yes, that helps.
We are almost invincible to Alzheimer's with these three things. Yeah, that was a great thing to do during the pandemic, was learn a new language. Who learned a new language during the pandemic, huh?
Yeah, we
I
had
didn't.
so much fucking free time.
But I did practice my Spanish.
Yeah, exactly. I did a lot of that, and I also working out. I had a whole ass like power rack in my room back in my parents' place.
Nice.
Yeah.
Two different types of people. One that really took advantage of the pandemic and like improved themselves, and those who didn't.
Yeah. I think most people got into something during the pandemic. Just free time. You're gonna do something.
Yeah.
Humans are not gonna just do nothing. That's not in our nature.
It's not in our nature. We would find stuff to do.
Always.
Yeah. There's always people I have met people where I ask them like, what would you do if you didn't have to work? And they're just like, I don't know. But I think that they would figure it out.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If they were thrust into that position, in that situation, I think sooner or later, eventually they'd find something to do.
I can't imagine being that boring. Oh, I don't know what to do on the days I don't have to work. Like, I cannot imagine of anything I could possibly do. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Be less boring. God damn it. Holy shit.
Yeah. No, it's sad. It's sad. I pity these people because it's like, yeah, they just have no life outside of their work. And granted, I have some privilege. There are people who really, for whatever their life situation, they have multiple jobs. They're working around the clock. They're whatever. They have families, kids, whatever. I get it. It's like, it can be consuming for some people, their job, but still, come on, you got to have some hobby.
Yeah, like it's like, yeah, obviously situation, but like if you can't think of anything you want to do outside of work, like, that's a problem. Like, try to keep curiosity alive for as long as you can. Like, the opposite, I've heard somebody say like the opposite of depression is curiosity, not happiness. Like, you gotta maintain your curiosity, like find interest, be interested in something, like be curious. And yeah,
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
because at a certain point, happiness kind of just like plateaus and you get used to it. But like curiosity, that's what keeps you searching, keeps you looking for something.
Exactly. You lose that, you're fucked.
You're fucked. If you lose curiosity, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, they really do a number on us in the conventional school system with that. I feel like kind of stamping that out of us. But I think like kids naturally have more curiosity, that a lot of it gets lost over the years. But yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Anyways, so we were like, what are we going to talk about in this video? And we wanted it to be like a spontaneous, natural conversation just off the top of our heads. I think we're doing a pretty good job at that because I'm not reading from my phone. I'm not giving you specific questions from my phone. So, we're just keeping it rolling. You're pretty good at doing that. I think I am too. So, yeah, just checking in. How's the conversation for you going?
It's going good. Yeah, it's going fine. We were watching that Bill O'Reilly clip, like fuck it, let's do it live. That's what we were motivating ourselves.
I did not even know who this person is.
Yeah, he's just like a fucking conservative asshole from like the 90s. But
Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah, he was like a Fox News host. But yeah, he had that funny clip that he was like, the teleprompter stopped working and he was like, fuck it, we'll do it live. Yeah. Yeah.
This shit sucks. What did he say?
This fucking I cursed too much last time. I don't want to curse. But he was like, this fucking thing sucks. God damn it. And then he was like smashing shit in the studio.
What do you have to search to find this clip on YouTube?
Just Bill O'Reilly.
Freak out.
No, not freak out. I think it was Bill O'Reilly. Let's do it live. We'll do it live.
Let's do it live.
We'll do it live.
Okay, search Bill O'Reilly. Let's do it live.
Yeah,
and you'll find it.
Yeah, you'll find it.
It's good. It's good. He basically has a temper tantrum. It's like
adults.
Like a freak out. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if that guy was like, that's a massive freak out. Was he sober back then? I don't know. What's going on? Like, how do you freak out like that?
He really had to take a piss and he was hungry.
Yeah. He's a conservative. They're always angry about something.
Yeah, they got to stick up their ass.
Yeah.
Also, we can address, if you watched the last video and you had a problem with Gus's language, his choice of words, look, the point of my that video and the channel in general is to give you like real English. And this is real English. A lot of people talk like this. A lot of people use profanity, So, my channel's not for kids anyways. It's never was for kids, but they're going to hear it eventually anyway. So whatever. But I personally don't have an issue with profanity as long as it's used in like a positive, humorous way. Like, it's not like it's used in a insulting someone negative way in this video. It's used in like he's telling funny stories, you know, he's just talking about neutral or positive things. I have no problem with profanity like that. I've always liked profanity. I think it's funny. I think it adds emphasis, and yeah. So what do you think about it?
I think the same. Like, as long as you're not doing like any racial slurs or just insulting people or just being homophobic or whatever, then yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Which swear words you use, that says a lot about you, you know? So he's not using any of them that are like, racist, sexist, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Not demeaning people.
Exactly. I'm not a big fan of censorship anyways. And, you know, your kids, you try to hide stuff from them, but they hear it. They find it, you know, on the internet, at school, whatever. They know. Trust me, when I was a little kid, my parents thought that I didn't know shit. And really, I knew everything.
If you've been to a fucking middle school, they're like cursing like sailors.
Yeah. Not just profanity, but like I had access to the internet, and it was unrestricted. So yeah. I was exposed to a lot of things. I also listened to music, and when I was a kid, a lot of kids grew up like listening to rock music. I grew up listening to rap music, like gangster rap music. I was like 12 years old listening to gangster rap. So if you think that I didn't know all kinds of stuff, my parents had no idea.
Yeah. What gangster rap were you listening to?
I had an obsession with Eminem, but I used to listen to a lot of other people that were associated with him, like Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Exhibit. I liked that kind of like early 2000s gangster rap, 50 Cent, but also then I started to go to like high school, college, and then I started to listen to more like current stuff. So then I got into that whole like I used to listen to like Young Thug and like whatever that stuff.
MySpace stuff? Not MySpace.
I don't know about MySpace.
iCloud or whatever. SoundCloud. Exactly, SoundCloud. That's how much I know.
Yeah, I used to use SoundCloud sometimes. But yeah, I don't know. I was always fascinated by rap. I think I love music with a good beat, and also I'm a person who appreciates language, and I love the way they use language. And so rap for me was perfect growing up because it was the two things that I loved. It was a good beat and good language. And I just thought it was really cool. I didn't connect with rock as much because it wasn't really so much about the beat, and it didn't have so many like elaborate lyrics.
Some of it does. Some of it does have like pretty elaborate lyrics.
Yeah, I guess. But with that, I felt like I'd have to look up the lyrics because I don't even know what they're saying.
Really? It depends on the genre. I mean, I can understand black metal lyrics, so I think you just develop an ear for it.
I guess, yeah. I have liked some rock stuff, but I never went through like a rock phase.
Oh no, I listened to it. That's what I mostly listen to.
Yeah. You're like a metal guy.
Metal, like industrial, goth, punk, all of it. All the subgenres, death metal, everything.
My dad liked that stuff, and he would play it for me sometimes when I was little, and I would listen to it.
Yeah, but there's probably a difference between dad rock and what I was listening to.
He liked some of the, probably.
But it's like Guns N' Roses and like...
No, that's like the classic rock. But like he would listen to like, I remember him putting on like Slipknot and stuff.
Okay, yeah, it's a little bit more modern. But even then, like Slipknot's pretty like mainstream.
Okay.
There's a difference between that and black metal, death metal, like all that shit.
Yeah, he didn't really know underground shit, but less mainstream stuff. True. But
I think the only Slipknot I like is the Iowa album. That's the early stuff. Yeah.
Do you know that song that goes, let the bodies hit the floor?
Oh, damn, no. I've heard it, but I wouldn't know the name.
Like, my stepmom and my dad used to play some music like that for me when I was little because I think they liked it. But then they started realizing that I used to headbang and sing along, and they're like, she's like 5, maybe we shouldn't do that. So then they stopped exposing to, maybe if they continued, maybe I would be like that kind of fan.
Yeah, I think it's usually your family that influences your music taste. Like my mom was always like listening to rock, Guns N' Roses and shit. And then my cousin introduced me to like him and like Marilyn Manson and Nine Inch Nails. So I just went in that direction. Then I went into like the more extreme versions of that type of music. Like then I got into black metal, death metal, like I think you just go like where your like family's listening to.
But nobody in my family listened to rap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Yeah, my family was more into like rock, classic rock and stuff. My mom also liked a lot of like 80s dance music. That I do like. I think it's good.
I do know there's like a lot of siblings will listen to what their older siblings listening to.
And I didn't have an older sibling.
No, none of your older siblings were like listening to rap music. How about friends in school?
I don't have an older sibling. I only have a younger brother.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Do you have older siblings?
I am an only child.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You're a good only child. You're not like a spoiled, entitled only child.
Thank you. That's the stereotype.
Yeah, but I've met a lot of only children that don't fit that stereotype, so I don't think it's a very good stereotype.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, you don't fit that.
Thank you. Oh, I guess.
Yeah. I sometimes think if I had kids, maybe I would just have one. But then I feel like people have that fear of like, well, what if my kid turns out to be, like a bad only child? But it's like, yeah, but with one child, you can give them you can put all of your energy into it to maybe they turn out better.
Yeah, that can happen.
I don't know.
I wanted siblings as a kid, though. I think.
And that's what all the only children say is they say, I wish I had siblings.
And then the ones who do, they say, fuck siblings and they hate each other.
In many cases, yeah. I do love my brother, though. I do. I'm glad my brother existed. I think I would have been a little bored and lonely without him sometimes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But, I guess maybe it just motivates you to make friends with other people. You lived in a place where you made friends with other kids, neighborhood kids and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. It was easy.
Sugar. I was going to say something and I forgot. I always forget what I was going to say. I always, and it's gone. Yeah. It happens to me all the time. What about you?
Sometimes. Like right now.
Like right now. Like Patrick on SpongeBob. Drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank. I have nothing in my brain. It's blank. It's a blank page. People always ask me like, what's your favorite kind of music? Or what's your favorite movie? And it's like, I hate those questions because I'm like, how do you choose a favorite? Do you have a favorite?
It changes over time. Like it depends on what I'm listening to at the moment. Like
exactly. It's like, well, tomorrow I'm going to say something different than today. So what's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
But also there are things that I'm enjoying today that is not necessarily like, if I put that in perspective of everything I've ever heard or seen in my life, I would say is like my favorite.
I mean, a good way to do it also is like, what albums do you go back to the most? Like you'll keep listening to them like a decade later. Like for me, Acid Bath, When the Kite Strings Pop, I've listened to that album like 1,000 times.
So that's probably your favorite.
That's one of my favorites, yeah.
Acid Bath.
Co-Defendants, I've listened to them a lot. Chesky, I listen to him a lot. And that's rap. Chesky's rap.
So you do like some rap?
Oh yeah, I like Sadistic. It's really good, but it's more the underground rap that has a little bit of punk influence and a little bit of darker lyrics. Like I always go for that. I don't listen to a lot of like very like happy, bubbly music, or like just sex and drugs and like machismo. I hate that shit.
Yeah,
that's like a turn off for me in music. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, no, like I used to listen to this when I was younger. And I just kind of like didn't take any of that seriously. The homophobia, the sexism, whatever. But now that I'm 28 years old, now that I'm a fully grown woman, I can't really listen to this stuff and take it seriously anymore because it's just, now that I'm older, I'm just like, all I hear is like, this problematic stuff. And I'm like, ew. It's just like, even calling women bitches, it just rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, that's literally why I never got into rap originally. I got into it later when I was like later teens, but originally it just grossed me out. Like I couldn't get into it. Like it was just like, oh, this is just fucking like machismo. Like they're talking about fucking cars, bling bling, like money, status. I was like, gross. That's why I gravitated more towards like alternative, like goth metal, because that sort of music is always like very like more, I don't know, I think it has values that are more like left wing or like more anti like the status quo. So it was like always promoted like anti-homophobia, like pro animal rights, like it was always like a progressive lean to the music, and that's what attracted me more in that direction. Like a lot of rap, but there's conscious hip hop that's really good, but like most of it that I was exposed to early on was just like status, money, women. Like it was always like this, like, and I was not attracted to that at all in my early teens at all.
Wow, you were really evolved. You were doing great.
Yeah, I mean, I always leaned that direction, like always. But
that's awesome because I didn't start getting into conscious lyrics until my 20s.
Yeah, I always looked to the lyrics in music.
Yeah, I would have preferred. I think I would have definitely preferred more conscious lyrics earlier on. I think I just didn't know. I didn't know where to look for like conscious rap, and I just liked I think I just tried to focus on the beat and and like the lyricism and not so much on that stuff. I tried to kind of block it out, I guess. Also, I think I was very angry. I dealt with a lot of anger in my childhood, so I just kind of I don't know. I didn't have a lot of empathy also when I was younger. So I just didn't really care, I think. But then in my 20s is when I went vegan. I just started maturing as a person, get more empathy, more consciousness. I started waking up to a lot more things and just like, yeah. And then my standards for stuff raised a lot, went up a lot. But that's cool. You were already thinking like that as a teen.
Yeah, and I think it was like being exposed to like goth and punk because that's like all that shit is always like very like pro feminist, pro LGBT, pro animal rights. So I think that exposure like helped. But I think I think I just always leaned there.
That's cool. I should have got into that stuff. I should have been more punk. Well, it is getting a bit darker. You could probably still see us fine, but I don't know. You think we should wrap it up soon?
Sure, it's gonna get dark.
Yeah.
Starting.
What are you gonna do after this?
Let me see. I'm probably gonna go back to the hostel and chill. Maybe get something to eat.
Get something to eat?
Yeah, probably.
I was telling the students how a lot of times native speakers, instead of saying like something or something, we even just say like something, something.
Oh yeah, something.
Do you say that?
Did I just say that or no?
No, I don't think you did, but I just thought of it.
Yeah.
Do you ever say that? Like something, get something to eat?
Yeah. Then I'm gonna get something to eat. Yeah. I don't know if that's a particular accent. Something.
Yeah. Maybe it's where I'm from. Maybe it's my family.
Yeah. I'm gonna go
get something to eat.
I've heard I'm gonna go grab a bite, or I'm gonna go grab I'm gonna go grab something to eat. That's another thing.
Okay. So you're gonna get something to eat. You're gonna get something to eat.
Get something.
And what are you gonna get?
Actually, I don't know. Maybe.
What do you mean you're gonna get something to eat? Like at the grocery store at Pueblo?
Yeah, I might. Maybe sweet potato, maybe some TBP, maybe some broccoli, or I could just do
so healthy.
Or something I do like I'll just have like if I'm too lazy, I'll just get like an oatmeal and throw protein powder in it and have like some fruit, and then that's like the lazy version if I don't want to cook that much.
You don't get sick of having oatmeal like twice in a day?
Oh yeah, I barely give a fuck about what I eat, honestly. It's like, you know, I'm doing it more for performance and like being able to do the next thing. So if I'm like, oh yeah, I have to work out in like 2 hours, I'm gonna have oatmeal and protein powder and some fruit, and that's gonna be like good for the workout. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna like taking, oh yeah, I want like the most amazing culinary experience right now, like on a fucking Tuesday.
Yeah, I noticed this about you. You're not so much of a foodie. You're more like food is fuel.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it's just habit from bodybuilding so long and fucking cycling and fucking, you know, I just know that I need to eat this so I feel good enough to do this, you know?
Yeah. I'm definitely more of a foodie. Like I pretty much, like one of the main reasons I even went to Asia was because of the food.
Yeah, it's good here and there, especially. I like food when it's like a social experience. But when I'm by myself and I'm just living my day-to-day life, like whatever, I'll save that from when I'm like in a social experience when I'm with people, and then it's like more of like a gathering, and then I let myself enjoy more. But it's more about the people than the food, honestly.
Yeah. Do you think if you had access to, because right now you don't live in where you're living, but do you have, if you had access to like a big ass kitchen, all the amenities, all the things, and you know, do you think you would like to experiment, you know, chef up a little bit, or are you not that interested?
Oh no, I love cooking. I used to do it more when I was living at my parents' house, and I would like try to do different recipes and shit, and make burritos, and I learned how to wrap them. Yeah, and I do like I used to do like Satan ribs, like seitan. I would make it and then like cut it into ribs.
Satan ribs.
Yeah,
Satan's ribs.
Yeah, Satan's rib. That sounds metal. I should put, if I had like a vegan restaurant, I'll put that in the menu, Satan ribs, and it's like a Satan, and then you put like 666 or whatever. Oh, I need to start like a vegan restaurant when I have money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just put like a lot of like goth shit, and it's like a metal ass restaurant with like vegan food, and it's like, yeah, very like controversial. Cool. That would be like awesome.
That would be awesome. Here in Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
Nice. For those of you who don't know, Satan, we're talking about Satan, but we're making a joke like Satan, like the devil. But Satan is like a gluten, it's like a vegan meat made from gluten, basically. It was first created, I think, in China by Buddhist monks. Yep. Who are trying to make something with a more meaty texture for their guests who are used to eating meat. So, so it's very old. All these things, seitan, tofu, tempeh, very old foods in Asia. Nothing new, nothing crazy.
It's fascinating that they knew, because this is before like 2,000 years ago, before we discovered like protein, carbs, and fats. So how the fuck did they know? They were smart enough to like isolate like the bread and then take the gluten out, and they knew that gluten gave you strength. because they ate that for strength. The Buddhists used to eat that for strength, but they didn't know what protein was.
Mhm.
How the fuck did they figure that out? I just don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, maybe because it's like very dense. Typically, like higher protein things maybe are like more dense, and yeah, they like fill you up longer, and maybe they notice like it's better for gaining muscle. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess maybe trial and error. They were training. They were probably like doing calisthenics and shit back then. So and fighting. So.
But anyway, so I'll let you go. You're gonna close up here, and you're
Oh,
gonna
yeah, I gotta close up. Yep.
and you're gonna go. You're gonna bike home, and you're gonna stop at the grocery store.
Maybe. I'm not sure yet because I'm not hungry. I just had a coffee, so I'm like but I'm probably gonna eat some.
I'm not hungry. I just had a coffee.
Yeah, black
As
coffee.
if that fills you up.
Black coffee does fill you up.
I wouldn't know. I'm not a coffee drinker. But for me, it's just a drink.
I love coffee. I would not live life without coffee. It's the vice that I will never give up.
Okay,
Never.
the one drug.
The one drug I will never stop.
Caffeine for life.
Yes, it makes life worth living.
You sound like a t-shirt like that 13-year-olds wear. Like,
Yeah, but that's just
But
true.
first, coffee.
Exactly. It's just true. Don't talk to me before coffee.
Would you rather give up coffee forever or be alone forever?
Obviously, I would give up coffee.
No, I mean, not alone like alone in the world, but like never be in a relationship.
Let's see. I would probably give up coffee.
Okay. So you do want a relationship
Sure, at some point.
at some point. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so young. He's 25. He's got plenty of time.
Yeah.
That's what older people always say, right?
Yeah.
You got plenty of time.
Yeah.
It's been nice. It's been fun. Let me turn the camera around and show you the ocean if you can see it. Can you see it? It's nice. It's getting dark, but it's pretty. We'll have to come here during the day. I'll have to show you guys sometime the beach during the day. It's very nice. All right. Well, hope you enjoyed this video. As always, like, comment, subscribe, support. You can always turn on the captions and watch it again if you found it difficult to understand us for whatever reason. We talk fast. Gus talks fast because he's a native speaker. All right. Okay. I'm at the end of my videos, I always like have such a hard time just turning it off, saying goodbye.
Yeah, once you're in the flow of it.
Yeah, I just want to keep going forever.
Yeah,
I just want to keep talking to you guys
It's
forever.
interesting. You usually get nervous before starting a video, and then you get in the flow and you just don't want to stop.
Yeah. I just want to talk to you forever. Can I do that? Is that okay? No, okay, bye. Okay, go home and take a nap. Bye.